Hey everyone, I'm Jacob and I'm an aspiring cinematographer and photographer. And a little bit over a year ago, I made this video about my dream camera, the Canon 80D. Today I want to share my thoughts on this camera and to see if it's still my dream camera. Now this is not going to be an in-depth, full-on review of this camera. There are so many out there on YouTube. I'm just going to give you guys my thoughts of the camera, using it for a little over a year and a half. This is going to be coming from more of a video standpoint and less of a photography standpoint. Although it does very good with taking photos and all of that. This camera is about 4 years old. Well, not this one, but the Canon 80D is about 4 years old, and you're probably wondering why I'm still using it. Well, at the time that I was using this camera, the Canon T3i, and this one does not have continuous autofocus or very clean and crisp colors and image, so I needed something that was a little bit better than just the standard. But I wanted something that was not complex and an intermediate / beginner videographer and photographer could use. So that was the Canon 80D. This was my dream camera mainly because I heard everybody talking about how this was the best camera of this year. And after shooting several short films with it and taking a bunch of photos, they weren't wrong. This camera did very well with what it was targeted for, which is video and photography. However, I wouldn't say it's my dream camera still. Although it was not a bad camera, after getting some more experience with video, I have a better idea of what I would want to upgrade to. However, I'm still going to use this just in the meantime until I reach that barrier where I need to upgrade. This camera does fairly well in low light, however, it really likes having that well-exposed shot, so I wouldn't go pushing it to the limit. Up until a couple months ago, I've been using just the kit lens, the 18-135, and although with filters and lighting it does work out fairly well, you still want to upgrade to something better, which I upgraded to the Sigma 18-35 1.8, which is overall just crisper, faster, and a very well-built lens. The image that comes out of this camera is pretty good, but I'm still learning and developing my own personal look. The time-lapse feature on this camera is fairly fun to use. I didn't have it on the previous camera, so this is just helping to improve my quality. And the 60 FPS slow-mo is pretty good for my slow-mo needs. I don't really need 120, 240, so it does fairly good. Pairing this up with a good audio system such as a Zoom H4n and a microphone is perfect for most videographers' needs. Although this is nowhere near a cinema camera, this is fairly good for my personal needs. And after learning a bit more about videography and film, it's helped me to understand that this is no longer my dream camera. I've kind of grown out of that term. It's just another camera to me and just another tool to make films. There are so many cameras out there that do a lot better in this price range than the Canon 80D. But for now, I'm gonna stick with it, and if I do run into some sort of obstacle where I need to upgrade, I will upgrade. But until then, I will be using the Canon 80D. I strongly believe that you do not need a new, expensive camera to make good films. It's all about what works for you and what you do with what you have. And on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Whatever, I don't care. I said you guys instead of everyone because politicalness, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is.